Hello. Welcome back. If you're new, hello. My name is Lara Oltakin. Nice to meet you. Yes. So today I want to do a video that was wasn't necessarily like a full-on makeup tutorial, like eyeshadow and everything, just simple base, you know, what I do. But to be honest, what I do is a lot of other people do, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Anywho, and I hope you like it, so yeah, see you in 2 secs. So what I will start off by using is this aqueous cream, or aqueous cream, however you want to say it. And I use this because I used to have really oily skin, but now it's gone really strange. I have oily, but then around my nose it's so unbelievably cracky and dry. So I've started using this because it's a lightweight sort of thing, so I don't want to be really oily and it to be thick and show through part of the day. But it's good because my skin's gone really strange. It's become sensitive and all sorts of things that it never was before. So I start off by using that. And then next I'll turn my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And if it's a day where my skin isn't very good right now, but I don't want to make it worse by slapping on loads and loads of makeup, then usually I'll just use this, take my hands, simply just wipe it around my face. So it gives like a little bit of coverage, barely anything, but then under my eyes, if I feel a bit worried about looking tired, then I'll just dab it with my fingers like that. And then it also means it's quicker as well. If I'm just in a rush or I can't be bothered that day with caking it on, then I'll just do that with my hands. And then if I've got some little spots, I'll cover them a little bit. But I did that when my skin went really sensitive, when I got like lumps around my eye, and I either stopped wearing makeup completely, or I did that and it definitely helped. That helped a lot. But actually forgot to mention just before that, sometimes if I have that rash around my eye, I use the E45 cream, and it is so good. It's really good for stuff like that, for sensitive skin. It just, as soon as I popped that on, after about 2 days, my eye rash went, and I had that for over a month, so very good stuff. But today I'm going to be pumping normal amounts. I usually start with one because I don't want to waste anything. Then if I need more, I'll pump another, and I'll use my beauty blender. Oh, and I'm in the shade Y235. I'm quite pale, but I'm yellow. God, in the camera I'm white. So white. My room is really dark behind me as well. I tend to focus foundation. I start here, blend it around here, pull it in a bit, because you're going to be putting concealer there, obviously. I tend to not put loads right there. So I start with the middle of my cheek sort of area, blend around, and blend it out to my neck. Then I can see that one pump was pretty much enough for me, so didn't waste the second pump. Oh, I forgot primer. Okay, usually I'll prime with the Makeup Forever Step 1 concealer, the mattifying one, because I'm greasy as hell. But I did have a sample of the smoothing one and it was really good, so I think next time I'm going to be getting that. And then I alternate between 2 concealers. I use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Aging, the Eraser Eye Perfecting Concealer, and the Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Concealer. And I'm in light warm in the concealer, and I think this is just light in the Maybelline. It depends on what I'm feeling like, because I find this one, it's not heavy. It says it's weightless. Not weightless. So I love this for highlighting because it's so light, but if I just want a little bit of coverage, then I use this. So often when I do my version where I just put it on my hands, then I'll use this one, but I think today I'll use this. Now I'll pop that just here. And I always do one, put it on one first, and then do the other, because often I find concealer's dry. If you put them all over and then start it, it dries up. So, and I don't put it directly onto my eye, because I've learned that causes a lot of creasing. And also, recently I watched Jaclyn Hill's video, and she was saying how if you go back and forth, then it won't settle into your fine lines. And I dab a little bit on my eyelids to make them a bit brighter. See, much better. Sometimes these concealers are really strange, and like just on my, like the tops of my cheekbone, just here, if I pat, it will sometimes remove my foundation. It's really strange, and like won't, if you try and put concealer back over it, it won't do it. So that's one thing I don't like about this. It's usually when if you have a really, really dry patch, or you've picked some of your skin off, it will really like highlight that, and it'll conceal everything around it, but not the thing. So if you've got patches like that, then I wouldn't use this stuff. I'm gonna put it down my nose, on my forehead, my chin, tiny bit on my lip. And then this I'd say is a tiny bit darker, so I go back in to these spots here. Got some on my neck, you can see. The only annoying thing with spots is there's still texture. It's like, it's the lumps, so they stick out, so you'll never really fully cover them. Anywho, I then take this Givenchy Quad, and it's got some translucent powder in it. It's got pink, blue, green and white, and it's basically to colour correct, but I find that if I put the green, the blue, because I've got more of that tone in my skin, I look like a ghost, or I look ill. So I've sellotaped over those two so that only the white and the pink comes out, because otherwise I just look very strange. And then I'm taking this Real Techniques brush. It doesn't, the names actually come off it, but it's just a little buffing brush. Some of these is for foundation. I'll put it under the eyes, and then what's left over, put it everywhere else. And then take this Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place powder, and it's actually a face powder, but I like to use it as contour bronzer sort of thing. And I take a Morphe brush, an angle brush, and this is again the same one in my last video. It doesn't have a name, I'm sorry. It's a bit too fat for my liking, but it's good for angle. So I dip just the side in like that. Dip the side, and then I do my cheekbones. This really helps after my foundation, because I look ghostly when I put my foundation on. And then you can always bronze up your whole face if... Yes, this is broken. Don't know how that happened, but it always does that. You can always bronze up your whole face. And then I don't really contour my nose much, but I'll just take it down the sides a little bit, just to give a little bit of damage. Much better, isn't it? Yes. Oh, sorry if you can hear the chair, it's squeaking so much. And then I'll take highlighter first, because I've learned that it looks much nicer when you do that, and then you put blush, because it blends it together. I just think it looks lovely. So I'm taking Becca's Champagne Pop Jaclyn Hill collaboration, like that. And I'll take it on a fan brush, which again is a Morphe fan brush with no name, so that helps. And I don't really like putting too much, because I find that highlighter on camera looks fine, but highlighter in real life looks cakey. And I'll put a bit down my nose and on my lip. Then I'll just take any blush, and I'm going to take this Lancome one, Blush Subtle. Is that the name? I think it's called Blush Subtle, I'm not really sure. It's just a little pinky one. But I like that. I don't like blushes that are really pigmented, because I find it sticks to your cheek very easily, and once you've got it on you can't move it. So I like it when you have to work it a little bit, because then you can have more control over it, whereas something like eyeshadow, I like to be pigmented. And so that's the base, and I'm just going to throw on some mascara, some lipstick to look more alive again, and I'll see you in a second. I just realised I've ripped half my eyebrows off. Please ignore that. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh. Lipstick's on a wild. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was my foundation routine, face routine. Please do leave comments down in the bottom lid, because I do really enjoy reading those a lot, and I always like replying to them, and just, I know I find it interesting, like what you guys think, what you want to say, you know, just anything, just leave whatever you want. And also my Instagram and Twitter is Lara Osterkin, just the LARAOZTEKIN. I will leave that below as well. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh yeah, thumbnail.